Hail, Sainthia. As you can see, Lord Fonsel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but as guards judge us a threat, we must be also prepared to defend ourselves. Hossein Charlemagne Fonsel de Hallien, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers. These charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever been opposed to Dravanians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in the service of the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for Halone to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of God and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Halone's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their dragon forms and be put to the sword. In the name of House Fortar, beseech you, stay your hand. Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Hoshafal. My lord has uncovered evidence to suggest that the charges against Lord Fonsel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended in such a time as a full re-examination of facts has been conducted. Lord Hoshafal has allowed his personal relationship with the accuser to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts, I might have allowed. But that he would dare to interfere with the legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of inquisitors to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. We must hold them until Lord Hoshafal arrives, Sainthia. And remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. Your shield bears no sigil, sir. Do you serve the Holy See or the One Houses? I serve higher. Look! Lord Hoshafal's come! In the name of the House of Hook, I demand that you lay down your arms. I see you disgrace your line, Lord Hoshafal. Ishgard has come. Today you shall not answer for your sins. A wife? There were no reports of companion activities. We will call upon the allies to save you. Alas, the treachery is laid bare. This will not be forgotten. It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop. But this trial, like many others, I fear, have been orchestrated in the enemies of the House Hellenard. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginings of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? By the Fury, a Draconian rosary. The knight who refused to yield. It was he who summoned the wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Tumble Knights. This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Horsefall. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel, pending further investigation. I trust you have not sight of that which first brought you to Kurtha, Sainthia. Pray locate your errant airship and use it. Lord Horsefall, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard and too devout to question your sentence. And had we been any slower, you would have jumped of your own free will. I would have done anything, whatever it took to redeem House Hellenard. Praise Hallonia, it did not come to that, but it profits little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Sainthia. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. You look well, Sainthia. May I say what a pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Falcel would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wife. House Forton, House Hallienard shall never forget your service. Now, let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. The man with knowledge of the enterprise awaits for you outside. I pray your information proves useful to you. How quick the commoner's opinions change. They say Lord Forcell is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in Kirithus several days before the calamity, yes? Well, it so happens I was monitoring the night sky at the observatorium during the period. I recall a small vessel came from the direction of Gridana and landed near the Stone Vigil in the far northwest. The garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing it. The Lord Harshfall is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so mayhap he can lend you a few? In any case, I've done my part. I shall pray for your success for it. Oh, so you've at last located the Enterprise. I believe congratulations are in order. A Stone Vigil. Ah, perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by the dragons for years, and all access is restricted by decree of House Durandar. I shall write a letter to Lord Durimal in White Brim Front and request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice, so I suggest that you request Lord Falcel to do the same. Now that your business at Camp Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. I wish you well on your journey, Sainthia. My Halone guarantee. Wonderful to see you again, Sainthia. Is there anything I can do to prepare you? Name it. So the airship you seek is likely inside... It's like inside the Stone Vigil. It shames me to say that it too was once an outpost held by House Hallienard. In the chaos that followed the calamity, the Dravidian horde caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength of arms to retake the Stone Vigil, House Durandar has instead been charged with the duty. Given that, I doubt my words will carry much weight with Lord Trilman. Nevertheless, I will write you your letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. Cravens who attempted to destroy House Hallienard have yet to be unmasked. Though the plans were foiled, they doubtless still have a great hatred towards us, and towards you now as well. House Hallienard is far from redeemed, but one day we will gain our standing. When that day comes, rest assured I will repay my debts to you and Lord Harshfall. Dragon Bar, yeah, that's near the dungeon. You desire an audience with Lord Jormal, do you? Ha! I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife. I wish you won't make it so. What do we have here? Lord lives from Lord Harshman Fasal, is it? Unlikely. Oh, you're serious. What to do? What to do? Tell me could not have been worse, traveler. Lord Drillmore's attentions are focused solely on the stone vigil at present. In any case, it's not his responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to Sarah Alboys. Yes, Sarah Alboys can surely accommodate you. See her in the storeroom on the opposite side of the yard. Time is a resource we can ill afford to squander. We must gain entrance to the stone vigil without further delay. Sir Bernadier, did you speak to me, did he? I don't know why he presumed I would be in a better position to help, but I assure you that he's mistaken. Lord Drummond isn't the time to spend speaking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for the head Kyrug and Acidin. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him? Are you here to visit a patient, madam? What's this? Letters of introduction from Hoss Fortal and Hallie. With talking such as these, you wouldn't needn't seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks and speak with Sir Gertrude. You should know Lord Jermos current whereabouts. The Enterprise is indeed within stone vigil, then we must convince Lord Jermos to cooperate. What reason do you have for barging into... Oh, I see. Well, you're unlocked. Lord Durhamond is just up these stairs. Let us know, though I would not expect much. House Durandare as a whole does not hold adventurers in high regard. It best state your intentions quickly and succinctly. Show proper respect, and you shall be returning kind. Sir Gordon prohibited your passage. Very well speak. You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with skeleton to secure an airship that may or may not be there. Are you the avatar of Fury herself? We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, Lord Jim. You know our name, and you know of our deeds. We have come to Korthus to save Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. To that end, we seek the Enterprise, the airship of Master Sidnan Garland, who stands before you now. Master Garland, you're alive. That's impossible. Indeed, it is, my lord. Do not be deceived by their honeyed words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. At this critical moment in Ishgardian history, thus Lord Durandare marshals his forces to protect the Stone Vigil. Who should appear and invite him from but the three mysterious strangers? Said Garland, missing and presumed dead since before the calamity, and two sons of the Seventh Dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser houses may have been duped by these grandiose lies, but I should hope that Horace Durandare would have greater sense. I know not why these three seek the Stone Vigil, but I know we cannot permit them to pass. Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment, I nearly believed this moment's farce. You three will not enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, until you have declared your true intentions as well. It can be moons before the House Durandare purges the dragons for the Stone Vigil. We cannot afford to wait that long. Said Sainthia, we must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Dearmore's trust. Understood? Common is a nation which has warred with its neighbors, but our neighbors are dragons, relentless and merciless creatures. Though generations of conflict and sacrifice, we have honed our warcraft with fire and blood, all to survive, all to triumph. Anything less, and we would not be here today. You're the last. You're the last responsible for the commotion upstairs? If there's one thing I've learned about the man in my time here, is he listens and respects the opinions of those under his command. Went over the barracks and he's sure to take notice. How he asked? That's easy. Serve the poor souls a decent fare for a change. The last few supply shipments contain no meat whatsoever, and the knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I'm thinking we could prepare for them steaks using mud puppy tail meat. It wouldn't be a quality meal, just true, but we damn sight better than nothing. If you a mind to lend a hand, why not? I'll wait lurking mud puppy in Danafin Pass. Take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it weakens the mud puppies by clogging their mucus glands, drying their skin. Other entrance. Oh. didn't work, did it? I thought I was an idiot. Oh dear. Remember never to wander near these sunlight grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Anyway, it's only take a moment. Need to do this, and voila. Haven't seen a man cook steaks that fast, have you? Take these 3 and distribute them to hungry knights here and up above. You there, lass. Don't think I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my chops with the steak, it would be my pleasure to oblige you. Yes, I feel invigorated and refreshed. Survived the strength of 10 men and the rest besides. I should have no trouble concocting any reason to refrain from sentry duty. I had to receive at least a hearty meal before we march off to die in this godforsaken waste. Is that fresh cooked steak? Halloween's blessing upon you, my friend. My puppy meat or not, it's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. Never must we train to maintain our skill at arms, yet never are we to receive proper sustenance? Dear God, said my friend, too few appreciate that House Durandare must do more than his fair share for the sake of Ishtar. It was wonderful to see everyone inside with such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? But I'd forgotten about the hard work of Chirosians in the infirmary. So rarely did they take the meals here in the hall. Mind taking this steak to Sonota? She's doubtless preoccupied with the health and care of patients that she's neglecting to attend to her own. Beg your pardon, madam, but I'm busy attending to this man. I will be with you in a moment. Is that... Come to think of it, it's been quite a while since I last ate. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a nibble. Oh my, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. I'll eat the rest right away. Might I have a word with you, Sainthia? Concerns the Chirosians. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient alembics for their needs, you see. So I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced alembic, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. All I require to complete the device are, of course, the 3 ice sprites. They're commonly used to reduce the temperature of alchemical mixtures. There's a way to alter the properties so they draw the cold within rather than radiate without. I know it must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet somehow I know it'll work. I've returned the cores. Please, show them. What an amazing device. But is it truly an elixir? I've never seen its like before. I'm too unsure what to make of this machine. While certainly impressive, I have no idea how to make use of it. Nevertheless, if it's as effective as it claims, it would be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save. Even so, I wonder. Worthy kindly stranger, bearer of gifts of wonder. Worthy kindly of the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts of wondrous strange, for his generosity comes at a cost. Their earnest efforts are but a means of yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with individuals who interfere with the questionings of a suspected heretic. They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation proffered by these unbelievers. Why does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Foncel's trial? Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. Before we can persuade Lord Reborn to help us, it seems we must convince Lord Inquisitor Guillaume that we are not his enemy. But just how might we go about doing that? We know little less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Curthus. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking to the people right in front. Sheriff Henry is not found on the square. Sure, he can formulate a strategy from there. Inquisitor Guillaume, yes, I know of him. Alas, I've not seen him since the day he came away from front several moons ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall a blizzard nearly buried us in snow that day. I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the night's watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior in darkness pitch as black as pitch. My route took me outside of the eastern gate at one point, where I caught sight of the still illuminated by the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I woke, it was days later in this very bed where I've lain recuperating from my injuries ever since. I've tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inquisitor Guillaume rescued me, carried my unconscious body to the gates. With my life, madam, and I hope one day will repay his kindness. Inquisitor Guillaume, I am the focus of whom you speak, unbeliever. Aye, we've learned your deeds at Wishdrop. I will not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you've hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you. Inquisitor Guillaume's watchful gaze represented numbers of heretics unmasked and brought to justice. They say he goes days without sleep, so great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have such goodly, righteous men to protect us. All I see is decree that Inquisitors are the arbiters of hell and his will. They are afforded to be afforded every courtesy and utmost respect. In case you have yet to notice, my attire is ill-suited to this climate. Realized it soon after our arrival, but paid it no mind as I'd hoped we would find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we've wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind. Our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with its irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells me you've been busy making inquiries, yes? Should come as no surprise that he's held in high regard. I'm beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering now. Let us more closely review the testimonies you've obtained, Sainthia. Mayhap they provide insight into Inquisitor Guillaume's motivations. Something troubles me about that wounded knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness that he saw outside the eastern gate. Yes? But the main road leads to the southwestern gate. Since we arrived in the White Front, I've seen no travelers arrive by the eastern gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply the Inquisitor came from the north of the eastern gate, not south. That cannot be so. That way lies not but a deep chasm. Assuming Sir Joliet is not misremembering, Inquisitor behavior that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light into this mystery. You found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see. Given the contents of this encyclical, I believe you have just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Guillaume. Nearly come to Kurthis and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simpler thing to assume his identity, or even if we were to apprehend happily, he would dare question the wisdom of a papal appointment. Still, While this is incontrovertible truth that the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity, or why he has decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly, Sainthia, before he learns that his deception has been discovered. Really? Ah. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Since Lord Reborn has already been turned against us, I fear that's encyclical enough not serving to convince him of our claims. But what might concern a man so quick to disregard the endorsements of two high houses? The cook said that the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of the knights. A certain knight would provide testimony that supports that way. Yes, mayhap that is the only way left to us. Confront Serjola and prevent with the evidence you have discovered and see if it helps him recall the truth of it at night. But as a man of faith, you may find it difficult to cope with such a horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything in our power to secure the enterprise. Oh, you've returned. Is there something else you wanted to ask? Inquisitor's imposter. Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He's a paragon of virtue, dedicated servant of the Fury. You'd have me believe it's all a lie. If you're certain your ludicrous story is true, then go speak with Sarah Pernilla. She was at the Eastern Gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here. But I will never speak against the man who saved my life. You, I do not believe I know you, madam. Pray move along and trouble me no more. You haven't had any bloody documents to strangers. Why would you tell me such a dreadful thing? I know not of it all. What, you doubt my words? Away with you. I will suffer your slander no more. You know, don't you? Fury, take me. I prayed this day would come. When Serjola gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravonian abominations lashed out at him, nearly killed him right then and there. Drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy. But what came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family. Secrets I had never told another. So he said if I kept his confidence, Serjola and I would be spared. If I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When at last I agreed to his terms, a man came forward. His robes marked him as an Inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together we carried Serjola to the infirmary, and on his first night in White Front, Inquisitor Guillaume was heralded as a hero. Soon after came the Inquisitions. Countless men and women of good moral standing seized while in possession of draconian rosaries. As I feared, he was in condemning the innocent to the death. Wanted to commence to Lord Dremel, wanted to put an end to this madness, but then I would remember the Inquisitor's threats, so I did nothing. Until Lord Fossel was accused. Some time ago, I followed the Inquisitor, found that he kept draconian rosaries in a chest hidden in southeast of White Front. So I took several of his chests and planted them in shipments bound for Sapphire Locks. As I hoped, they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Highlander, thus exonerating Lord Fossel and casting down on the other recent trials. And that is the entire truth, I swear. Alona, forgive me for not acting sooner. Do not make me say it again, aloud again. I beg of you. Now I could be watching, listening to every word. It may already be too late for us. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you free access to the stone vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. There had to be a very good explanation why you're carrying these rosaries. And where did you find this papal encyclical? Fury, take me. The Inquisitor's a heretic? Never before had such an unbelievable tale. But this evidence in your testimony could have no other explanation. I misjudged you and your friend, Sainthia, and for that I deeply apologize. I will permit you on the agenda that post, but first, I must need beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal impostor to justice. That thrice damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Hell's take him and his Dravinian allies. I'm told he makes for Snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another poor soul he has branded heretic. If you hurry, there may still be time to prevent further tragedy. Lend me your strength, Sainthia. Together we will put an end to this impostor's heresy once and for all.